oscillator. Everyone here? Excellent. Right. So, what is going on? That's a very, very good question. So, what you're listening to here is the sound of the Weaver, and I think I said something along the lines of "Hello, the Weaver is innocuous" or something like that, and it samples what goes into it. So it's got a microphone, or you can sample through a line input, and then it replays the samples in various ways. So, and it's also going through the stereo space echo, because everything sounds better through a stereo space echo. So you can switch between two settings on the Weaver: this texture and rhythm. At the moment it's on rhythm, which is, I'm clocking it from the LFO mode. Texture, I absolutely love. I mean,
like adds granular. Yeah.
But I hesitate to say this because I don't know if this. Do you know? I'm going to talk to you about what's actually going on inside it. I've been using it for nearly a year and I still don't fully understand it. And I actually really like things I don't fully understand. But it seems to have a life of its own. It seems to be a bit random. But now it looks like it might have even stopped doing anything. Yep, I think it's stopped.
So how'd you get the mic going? Because it was
right. Yeah, it's. So yeah, I don't know if this early one's slightly faulty because it keeps switching out. Now it's just recorded what we were saying. So the microphone, unless you've got something plugged into the input, the microphone is what happens. So
so the mic's just going all the time, is it?
Yeah. So if you turn the control down to there and then turn it up, it'll go red and it'll be recording. It'll go, la 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 la. And as you turn this, it just changes the settings, the algorithms, the granules. There's a bit of reverb in there. There's sort of stutter type delays. We ought to be listening to it without the space echo.
It's got some reverses as well.
Yes. For some reason, it's not coming through on the channel without the space echo.
So to record, you just pull the pot down.
Just
Is it on
down,
like a
down to
D-type?
here, like that.
Oh, it's just on a pot, is it?
Yeah, it's just a pot, and then there you go. You're recording now, and it's now recording.
And it's what? And you can unlimited record? Or has
No,
it got
it's
a
very,
set
very, very short. I think it's about 2 seconds.
Oh, I think I might be me saying, yeah.
Back to texture. That's you, definitely. That's you saying, yeah.
So the two settings, texture and rhythm.
Texture and rhythm, yeah. And you just, basically you just try different.
I don't know if this is bad to say, especially on live, but it reminds me a little bit of in Ableton. in Ableton, where you can mess with the thing. You've got both rhythm and texture. Like you can do loads of stuff. It's like a compact version of that.
It is, but it's in hardware. It's very immediate.
Yeah.
Let's try. What we ought to do, because I like it with drums. So that's the texture with the drum sound recorded. We're on the super slow setting on this. So this is the modified space echo with the slow motor speed. So now we're on standard speed. Switch that off.
It's just the Pioneer reverb, is that? So if you're in rhythm mode, do you have to have a clock, like a trigger in?
No. It'll just do it. It'll just do its own internal clock if there's no clock. I've got the clock in from the LFO mode. So
And how do you change the clock with that? The internal clock.
I'm using the LFO mode.
But if you don't have the LFO mode,
it's just whatever it's doing inside. It doesn't.
Oh, right.
It's automatic. But I love the texture mode. It just seems to make sometimes. I mean, it can be very.
It's quite unstable, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like it's almost alive.
Yeah.
You should want to play with it.
Absolutely.
It's a response.
I've been using it loads, and it's like having some weird little scientist next to you who's also a musician and also slightly not a musician. It's really interesting how it works. I mean, that's a beat.
so what's the single?
That's Weaver LFO mode. Just literally using the clock out of the LFO mode, just so I can clock it. What's going on? What else have we got going on? Got the Acetone Rhythm Fever going through one channel of the Type 636. And again through the RE402. I've got my BBC XEMI BBC valve oscillator as used in Radiophonic Workshop. It seems to interact really nicely with the deep tones of.
Oh, look at that pilot though.
That's going through the 636p. Really nice. I mean, just a valve oscillator. It's just a lovely sounding thing.
It's not going to be bad, is it?
So clear.
Sounds like a Battle of Britain or something.
Yeah. It just sounds like a.
It's
Probably
Load of hurricanes
we
going
probably
in.
shouldn't talk about Lancaster bombers and things like
No,
that.
but-
It's got that,
Feel.
and it looks like it's come out of a submarine. So,
Yeah, true. Oh yeah. It is. Hans Zimmer needs to get on one of these.
It's a magic thing. I'd like to, because to be able to tune the oscillators together would be lovely.
Oh well. You let me and Max get inside it, I'm sure.
Well, so we do a Soundgas valve oscillator. There's a thought. So bring the. I mean, whether you saw what happened last night, you guys went home and I just stayed
Yeah.
doing this because
Just get for hours.
it's very hypnotic, very calming. That's the thing about the Weaver. That's the thing that I found really interesting about it. it seems to be quite meditative. There's something about the repeats and the way it works that just I think it's because it doesn't seem, when you're in the texture mode, it doesn't seem to do anything. It seems to be like nature. It seems random, that it seems to not do the same thing all the time. There's a certain amount of looping going on, but it then changes, so there's a bit of chaos going on, which I absolutely love.
It's like generative.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, generative.
And so adding into so we've got the old Pioneer Spring Reverb, which I've got feeding back into itself, so just put a little. I really like Spring Reverb feedback. There's something about it that,
Again,
it's going
it's
through.
unpredictable.
It's going through a 636. This section, so it's got lots and lots of little settings on that dial, and each one, they can be so different. I mean, that just seems to just take the little wood block out of the beat and that's it, or it's made a wood block out of the beat because there wasn't a wood block on that beat. It's just pitched it up, and it's really simple. Very underwatery sort of things come out of this. A lot of noise, which I love. And I love it when it does that. again, just making techno with this, driving lots of signal into the 666. Switching back between the rhythm and the texture, you can just use it and just trigger it, use it like a trigger to get something right.
to like techno club. That's hopefully. What's the actual signal path?
Confused.
Yeah.
Basically, everything's going into the desk. That's going through that channel. That's going through that channel, and then coming into the desk. Those are the two. That's the drum machine. That's the reverb. That's coming in on that channel there. The sends are, so those are the returns of the stereo space echo. That's the stereo Weaver feed. Then you've got send one is a mono send to the stereo space echo, and I'm using that utility box there to turn it into two. And then there's all sorts of feeding back into each other going on.
So that into that, and that into the desk.
Yes. Yes, that's going straight out the 636p into the desk.
Right.
There.
Yeah.
Solo the oscillator, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, good.
Blast it. Nice.
Yeah, we go.
Turn some knobs. Well, anything.
So if you kind of want to play this, if you have one of them pressed down with your finger like that, you can just drop. They will latch, you see that'll switch them off, but if you just keep one pressed down with your finger, you can drop. So you can actually play it and kind of play it, just drop little beats in. It's quite fun. What happened there? That was something disconnected, because that sounded much better.
Nothing was disconnected. I was not I was just looking at what's.
It's like we suddenly got something that had been missing. Oh yeah. Really nice. Oh, they're really interacting nicely. Speakers.
that's an early version, or this is an early version of that. So it goes from 200 hertz all the way to 2000, and then these sort of things birthed in synthesizers. Because instead of twisting it like that, you play it on the keyboard, and it's not that much different, to be honest. But that's how early electronic music was made.
Play it like this.
Yeah, go on. Imagine having one of those in a venue, in a club or something, and just let it run, and then just at some point in the set, just dropping it
Under the table.
Yeah.
If the crowd's not feeling
under the
it.
table oscillator.
Yeah. That was just the intro. Done.
Well done.
Done. That was fun. That was good. Still going.
That's the thing. You switch it on in the morning. If I just switch the plug off now, I'll switch it on in the morning. I'll come in. It'll do something.
That's cool. You could always have it running.
Thank you for watching.